Thank you very much. My name is Ngala Owino, Kevin, a resident of Kisumu County, here in Kawosh, Migosi. Now, it is very sad and unfortunate for Kenyans. We have a delusional president, a confused element for a president in Kenya. It is so unfortunate that Kenyans wanted to vote for a president that can change and bring change in this country. But unfortunately, some aliens came from nowhere and gave us a rogue president that cannot manage this country. The law is very clear. The law is very clear. There can never be dialogue against the law. Any legislator, any professional practicing law knows that the law is very clear. But unfortunately, we were shocked yesterday to learn that there's a window for dialogue in the law. This is very unfortunate to Kenya. When Ruto said that he wants dialogue with the judiciary, we thought that was a joke of the year. And we also saw the judiciary, the legislature, and the lawyers, the LSK, all the stakeholders come out against the dialogue. Unfortunately, we wake up to a realization that Koome have decided to sneak into State House. Koome, you have betrayed Kenyans. The only hope that we have, after we saw what Ruto had done with the legislators, now that we don't have a National Assembly, the only hope was the courts. Because we have a president that is using shortcuts to run the economy of this country, that is using shortcuts to push his awkward policies in this government. And the only hope was the judiciary, because the law will never cheat. The law is either white or black. So this is the worst crisis. When you spoke, you said that this president is driving this country into anarchy. Unfortunately, he has used you to take us there. What is it that you have to go and discuss in State House, and yet you are an independent institution as a Where are you taking Kenya? Are you saying you're not part of this country to see the challenges that we are undergoing as Kenyans? Everything is loose. Everything in Kenya is wobbling. There is no education. Education in Kenya is a scam. You take your child to school, you see parents confused, harassing teachers. Yet the failure is in that government. You see people running to the streets because the government is failing. Look at the financial bill, the draconian bill that they brought against us. Some of the policies that were pushed in those financial bills were unconstitutional. Irrespective of what Kenyans have been fighting for, you turn around to stab us in the back and support this man. Anyway, personally, this whole quagmire to me appeared like a Kenya Kwanza storm over. It was like a soap opera, because we know Koome, you are the one who also endorsed this rogue president with a fake ruling. You said that what Raila took to the court was a good wild goose chase. And what we are seeing today is you, Martha Koome, chasing Ruto like a wild goose. That is what we are seeing happening today. So we as Kenyans, we shall still stand with the law. We shall still uphold the rule of law. But what we are saying, that where you are taking Kenya is extremely dangerous. We are told that even if there's a cat that frustrates you, and one day you decide to block it inside the house, you leave a window, a small window whereby it can escape when it's too much for him. And if you don't do that, that cat can chop off your eye and can even leave you disabled. These courts were the only window that we had. At least we knew that the assembly has been crippled, but now we can go to the courts. But now, Martha Koome, what have you done? Was it a must? All Kenyans, 90% of Kenyans were behind you. How can you give a ruling that the housing levy is against the law and give another window period for the same government to continue collecting those taxes? How can you rule in the High Court that the SHIF is illegal, and when it goes to the Court of Appeal, which law are these people using? Which law is the High Court using, the Court of Appeal using, and the Supreme Court? I thought it was the same law, with the same magistrates that have studied law. How is it possible? On what grounds does the Court of Appeal overturn the judgment of the High Court? On what principle? So these are confused governments, and what we are saying, we are just watching. The NATCO report is silent, but that is where our hope is now. The NATCO report, that is the only hope that we have. You have assassinated the legislature. There's nothing, there's no majority. There's no oversight that is going on in the National Assembly. Today, we don't have a judicial system. It has been corrupted. And the only hope that is remaining with Kenyans is the NATCO report, whereby, as people of Nyanza, we are waiting for a referendum to change these laws. That is the only option that we have. Otherwise, it cannot continue like this. We cannot drown because the president has decided to commit suicide. We cannot accept. Thank you very much.